Hello, it's Big Chads, and this is the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube at Chads Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. For today's lesson, we're going to talk about a classical charting concept called an RSI failure swing. You can pause and read this at your own time, but it's one way to use RSI. And again, before I show you, I'll show you the image first. You see what it is here. An RSI is a bounded oscillator. It's a momentum oscillator, and it's measuring the rate and pace of price changes. And you can see here, you have the 70 and the 30 level. Now, in the RSI failure swing top, the price comes into overbought territory. It leaves overbought territory. It attempts to re-enter the overbought territory or the power zone, and it fails. And it fails to re-enter. That's a failure swing. Here in the bullish variety, we have the move down, below 30, technically oversold. It comes out of oversold, and it attempts to re-enter the oversold territory, and it becomes a failure swing. Now, generally, and pretty much most all the time, you're not going to use this as a standalone signal, but it's something you can use to add a little bit more information. Again, we're always drawing our conclusions. We're coming up with our trading ideas based on what the price itself is doing rather than any oscillator, especially a bounded oscillator like the RSI. But we see an example here where the price is advancing. This is on the Ethereum 1 hour. Price is advancing. It enters the power zone. And as you see, we have some pretty nice gains, actually, once the price entered the power zone. Nice move from 4,500 all the way to, 4,750. And often you will see that. You will see very strong advances. Now, when the price leaves the power zone, there's some consolidation, and it's attempting to re-enter it. The price is attempting to re-enter the power zone. And had it been able to do that, you might have been able to push it higher and make a new leg. But instead, what happened is the price paused, and it set a dual peak, potentially a double top. It did not confirm because it bounced from the trough or the low. But essentially, you have an RSI failure swing here. It came down, it backed down, and then it actually again attempted to re-enter, and you had another failure swing. Now, using this as information, the failure swing, you can zoom in on the price and see what's going on, and you can see, okay, I actually also have an up thrust going on. You see the price breaking these two highs right here, and then failing to follow through and coming back below, forming the up thrust. So this RSI failure swing gave you a little bit more confidence with the up thrust thesis. You're not going to trigger on the failure swing alone itself, but it gives you more confidence. It's confluence. It's another piece of data. It's another piece of information. But we see what the failure swing top and the failure swing bottom are. RSI failure swing, and this is for the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education playlist on my YouTube at Chads Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. Thank you, folks. Talk to you soon. Big Chads out.